A man staggers in the middle of the road Monday night, only to be knocked down by a police vehicle. The RCMP officer behind the wheel now removed from the community and under 2 investigations. In New Brunswick, a well-being call last night ended with an Indigenous woman shot to death after police say she attacked the officer with a knife, while her community in BC grapples with its loss.
We need answers.
And in Toronto last week, a Black woman in mental distress falls to her death after police were called to her apartment. That death leading to calls to redirect police funding to improve social services for Black and Indigenous communities, something known as defunding police.
It's looking at the full policing apparatus and looking at alternatives to the services that are provided by police.
It's something the mayor of LA says he's willing to do, cut around $100 million to address needs in the Black community.
So what we're asking for is to imagine different remedies, different sort of systems that can be put in place to still ensure all of our collective safety while not putting others at risk.
Today, the Prime Minister was asked whether he might consider a similar measure for the RCMP.
We need to look at what's appropriate in Canada, how we can best keep Canadians safe, and how we can best address the systemic racism.
But the Canadian Police Association says forces across Canada already rely on specially trained civilian units for things like mental health calls more than ever before.
The very thing that they're calling for is exactly what we're doing in policing in this country. Could we do more? Sure. Could we, do we need to get better at it? Absolutely.
But will Canada's police forces be willing to part with a chunk of their budget? When asked point blank today, Toronto's police chief said to make such a cut at this moment in time would be naive. Katie Nicholson, CBC News, Toronto.